It's looking more like Christmas every day across East Alabama as municipalities deck their city streets and town squares with special seasonal decorations. Workers at one local manufacturing company are taking ownership of their workplace, and a local city is beefing up its police force to improve public safety.
A reinforcing shot of cold air has arrived in East Alabama. We're going to tell you how low the temperatures will be tonight coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Studham. Katie Edwards has the evening off. Jacksonville's town square was lit up like a Christmas tree Monday night as city officials switched on this annual holiday decoration display. It's the latest area community to unveil its Christmas lights to the public with music, elves, and other holiday favorites. Just up the road, JSU officials held their annual Jack Stayed in Lights party, raising money and gathering toys that will be distributed by the Jacksonville Christian Outreach Center. The Jacksonville Square event featured a mix of musical performances with the Kiddystone Singers, Kiddystone Band, and the Jacksonville High School Choir and Jazz Band providing festive tunes. The tree lighting ceremony was shared by everyone who attended as they counted down together to light up the Christmas tree. In addition to the musical festivities, there were holiday traditions, such as making Christmas cards for the elderly, spreading holiday cheer to those who need a little extra joy this season. Artificial snowfall added a special touch to the night, with visits from the Grinch and Buddy the Elf bringing in extra fun. As the night drew to a close, Megan and Jay provided post-event music, ending the evening on a high note. Another holiday tradition in full force this year is providing food for families in need. On Thursday morning, the Community Food Bank of Central Alabama will distribute holiday food boxes with non-perishables, fresh produce, and frozen protein to 500 households in the Talladega Superspeedway at Lincoln. The giveaway is scheduled to start at 9 a.m., rain or shine. The food will be given to all individuals needing food assistance using a drive-through distribution system. No identification or proof of income is required. Participants are encouraged to arrive early and take their spot in line. A local manufacturing company is switching over to an employee-based ownership model. We'll tell you all about that in just a moment.
Oxford Lumber makes this year's Christmas shopping easy with gifts everyone will enjoy. Always get the perfect grill with this Traeger meter plus Bluetooth meat thermometer for only $99.95. For gifts like this and so much more, come on in and shop local at Oxford Lumber.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
FabArc Steel Supply, based in Oxford, announced Monday that it's now owned by its employees through a stock ownership plan. The company, which is listed as Alabama's largest steel subcontractor, operates 2 plants in the city and has a workforce of about 300 people. Tom Adams, who serves as chairman, CEO, and president of FabArc, says the employee ownership system will give those workers a financial stake in their company's success. The plan calls for stock to be allocated to both current and future employees, promoting worker involvement and helping with the retirement plans. Fabark Steel Supply was founded in 1979 and has a production capacity of more than 40,000 tons of steel annually, serving a wide range of industries nationwide. The Gadsden Police Department celebrated a 6-month recruitment campaign Monday by swearing in 10 new officers. Police Chief Lamar Jagers said the ceremony marks a milestone for his department, which is facing more public safety issues as the city continues to grow. Mayor Craig Ford said his administration is making sure that its police officers have what they need to meet the needs of a growing city. Monday's swearing-in program was the largest graduating academy class for the Gadsden Police Department in a decade. City officials say the department has brought in a total of 23 new officers and boosted the applicant pool by 80%. A local building being used as a homeless shelter now has a new owner and a new mission. Details are coming up next.
'Twas the night before family came into my house and I could feed no one, not even my spouse. I had to think quickly, so I jumped in my car, hoping a solution would not be far. I drove in a panic, thinking my options were slim. Then a calm came over me when I remembered, oh yeah, WM. I pulled in with confidence and nary a fright, knowing deep in my heart WM would make it right. WM had it all, they had everything I need. I waltzed up and down the aisle, my cart as my steed. If something was missing or not to be found, no fear, WM employees' knowledge always is sound. Everything was gathered, my list was checked twice, and after checking out I was shocked. Oh my gosh, what a great price. I could finally go home, my crisis averted, and a sigh of relief knowing supper would not be diverted. So if you have to feed your guest and your outlook is grim, just relax, take a deep breath, and hurry on to WM.
Hi, Tim Wilcox here from Buster Miles Ford and Chevrolet. We just want to take a second and wish everybody at home a Merry Christmas. We know this time of year things get busy, travel, holiday plans. We want to make sure that you're not worried about your car. So we're offering complimentary service vehicle pickup and return. So we'll pick it up from your home or your work. We'll bring it back to you when it's completed. All you have to do is let us know when you set your appointment. Safe travels to everybody at home. Happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
After months of negotiations and planning, the United Way of East Central Alabama has taken official ownership of the bridge building formerly owned by the First United Methodist Church of Anniston. The official closing for the sale of the bridge took place Monday, with the United Way paying $1 million to the church for the building and the property. That facility will soon become the Martha Vandervoort Center to End Homelessness, also known as Martha's Hope. The second floor of the building will also be renovated to become the Holloway House. That's a traditional space for families who otherwise would be in danger of becoming homeless. It'll provide more long-term resources for those families, and United Way officials say they hope to have it ready within a few months. Meanwhile, the first floor of the building continues to be used as an emergency warming station for the area's homeless population. It's been open for about a week now, and plans are being made to continue operating as long as the current cold weather keeps overnight lows below freezing. Now, how long might that be? Well, we'll ask John Holder, who's standing by right now in the Camping World Weather Center.
Mike, indeed, temperatures have been way below the average for this time of year, and they are going to remain that way for the foreseeable future. We'll have the complete 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama next.
Anthem Care's Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We are available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Camping World of Anniston, America's recreational dealer.
Camping World Weather Cam is showing you a really good shot of the sun setting. See it right there behind the Quintard Towers on Quintard Avenue in Anniston. Beautiful day today across East Alabama. John Holder with you in the Camping World Weather Center. Those sunshiny skies out there did not translate into warm temperatures. 44, that's the best we could do today. Our average is actually 60 degrees still at this time of year, so 16 below the average today. The low this morning at 31, again, several degrees below the average, and we are going to remain below average, well below average, for the next several days all across East Alabama. Weather on your street on a Tuesday night. Let's take you out and tell you what the weather is going to look like on Peachtree Street in Midtown Gadsden. Extremely cold in Gadsden and all across East Alabama tonight. 22 for the low. That is, again, about 16 degrees below the average for the nighttime low coming up tonight. Take care of things out there. We're going to show you some tips coming up in just a little bit, but this is as cold a weather as we typically get at any time in the wintertime coming up tonight, so extremely cold all across East Alabama. It will be better tomorrow on Metter Street in the Sachs community of Anniston. Mostly sunny, warmer tomorrow. Temperatures tomorrow will be a dozen degrees or better warmer than today. We'll top out in the mid-60s. That's still below the average, but 56 for the high tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. That's going to feel pretty good. Looking at the rest of the work week, on Blue Eye Springs Road in Lincoln, bitter cold returns. Now, we're going to have highs in the 50s for most of the rest of the week, but by the time we get to the end of the week, we've got more bitter cold weather, maybe even colder than what we're seeing right now, believe it or not, across East Alabama. Here's the 7-day forecast. You're going to see no rain in the forecast as far as our graphics, because that tells you what's going to happen as far as during the day. But we will tell you that tomorrow night, late after midnight, about a 60% chance of light rainfall. That will last into the wee morning hours of Thursday morning. Probably by the time you get up and go to work and school, the rain will be out of here. Temperatures getting back in the 50s. Look at the nighttime lows. 42, that's kind of an anomaly here. 22 tomorrow morning, 22 again Friday morning, in between with the clouds and rainfall on Thursday morning, a brief respite from the extremely bitter cold temperatures at 42 degrees. Another really cold night coming up on Friday night and Saturday morning as we wake up to 26 degrees. But we do have some warmer weather on the horizon. It's just going to be a few days before we get there. 52 on Saturday, 59 on Sunday, a 20% chance of a shower late in the day on Sunday, and then a couple of rainy days but warmer days coming up early next week. A 70% chance of rain on Monday, an 80% chance on Tuesday. High temperatures back into the low 60s, actually a little bit above the average, and nighttime lows climbing back into the 40s. This could be very beneficial rainfall. We need that. We could see an inch or two of rainfall coming up on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So some really good rainfall totals in about a week or so here across East Alabama. Well, we've been talking about this extreme bitter weather, and you know, we had some very warm weather not that long ago, so this is kind of a shock to the system to have this kind of cold weather this early in the season. So we wanted to give you some cold weather tips. One, pipes. Yes, you need to insulate those pipes, maybe leave the faucets dripping, something like that, as you head into the overnight hours, especially if they're exposed or in unheated locations. Think about your basement, your garage, outdoors, things like that, putting covers on the spigots and things like that. Protect those pipes, because we will be below freezing for many, many hours coming up tonight and again as we head into Thursday night. Pets, They can handle the cold, but not all of them, especially if you have older pets and especially if they're going to be outside for any length of time. Might want to make sure they have a warm and safe location. Home heating. A lot of folks are going to bring in extra heat. That can be dangerous. It can start fires. It can cause carbon monoxide. So be very careful with your home heating. And then people. Absolutely. You want to check on those folks that might be a little bit older out there. Make sure they have sufficient heat, and also dress in layers. And if you're going out to some of the Christmas parades and Christmas activities out there, make sure that you are bundled up and dressed appropriately for those things coming up over the next several nights all across East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early, with your Wednesday day at a glance. And we'll be back with more of EAN Local News in just a moment.
Thanks for that update, John, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us here every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.